Picture the scenario. Your team has just completed a promising A/B test. The results show improvement in all the key metrics. There's statistical confidence. The sample size is robust. The data looks compelling. And then comes the inevitable question. What do we do now? And what follows is a familiar dance of corporate decision-making. Marketing wants to roll it out. Product requests more testing across different user segments. Engineering is worried about the technical implementation challenges. 2 weeks pass, then 4, and then 6. And by that time that decision is made, if at all, a competitor has shipped something similar. The market conditions have changed, or the original hypothesis feels stale. And this happens because experimentation teams launch experiments before thinking through what they should do depending on the outcome of this experiment. If it's successful, what should happen? If it's inconclusive, what happens next? And often this leads to debates where no one really agrees on those next steps. It's an all too familiar scenario we've seen whilst working with many companies, large and small. And in order to prevent this, it becomes extremely important to decide what you're going to do before you launch. At Efestra, we've developed a solution to this pervasive challenge: decision protocols. It's a governance framework that transforms post-experiment confusion into strategic clarity. And the concept is elegantly simple. Decide what you'll do before you see the results. Let me walk you through it in the platform now. What you're looking at right now is the experiment page with all the details of the experiment, along with the information about the start date and end date, the hypothesis, and the metrics. On the right-hand side, you will see that the decision protocol is not currently defined. So let's set that protocol now. When I click on it, it gives me the options to enter the decision thresholds that I would need to put in to ensure that when we analyze the results of the experiment, we're using the right thresholds. So let's look at decision thresholds. Here we would input the minimum lift we would accept if we were to call this experiment a success, or whether the hypothesis was validated. What's the minimum confidence we would use, the sample size, and also what's the maximum acceptable drop in the secondary metrics. So let's just say that's 1%. We can also add additional context for those decision thresholds to explain our reasoning around this. The next part is the scenarios, and this is where you determine if that variation were to win, what would you do? And you have a range of options here, whether that's full implementation, partial implementation, segmented, or iterate on your experiment. Let's go for full implementation on all markets. If the control wins, we will iterate on the experiment, try with a different variable. And if it's not significant, we will do the same thing. And that's it. We have established our decision protocols for this experiment. This can only be edited before the experiment goes live. Once it goes live, you have no option to edit this protocol, thereby keeping the integrity of it intact. So as you can see now, if I go into the protocol, I cannot actually edit it. Where this then comes into play is once we complete this experiment and input the results of this experiment, you will see that protocols come up again. So let's do that now. Let's put in the results. And let's go to the next step. Now here, let's say this experiment was successful. We have validated the hypothesis. You can see the decision protocol scenario that we set on that one was full implementation on all markets. So let's submit that. The second part where decision protocols will come into play is when you enter the recommendations. Now, bear in mind that the purpose of decision protocols is to help you with those decision-making abilities beforehand. So we've already done that. And now all we need to do is apply this decision, fully implement the variant across all markets. And that's it. Decision protocols eliminate post-experiment confusion and debate by establishing clear documented action plans before emotional investment in results occurs. This ensures that your experimentation program maintains strategic consistency and moves forward efficiently regardless of individual test outcomes. That's decision protocols that's available now in Efestra for all our customers. If you're not already a customer of Efestra and are struggling with the experimentation governance within your organization, where leaders are questioning the ROI of your experimentation programs or don't trust the validity of your experiments, Efestra can help. Check out our website, efestra.com, and request a demo. We'd be happy to walk you through how decision protocols and a vast of other governance features can help you improve and scale your experimentation program. My name is Manuel da Costa, the founder of Efestra. Thank you for watching.